Hattie and I am back with another video. So this time I'm going to be sharing with you how I set up my Let's Play, The Witches. It's going to be a new Let's Play that's coming out on my channel and I really hope you're looking forward to it because I am so incredibly excited. In fact, I'm so excited that I wanted to do this video. I haven't seen one like this done before, so I thought it was quite an individual thing to do to be able to show you how I got all these ideas together and how I set up the neighbourhood, because the neighbourhood is really only here to look nice at the moment, but I'm hoping that eventually the neighbourhood will be able to have interiors done on it and the houses will be individually filled with things. So if you do want to see another video like this where I do multiple speed builds at once, then just let me know in the comments because I can do it, and I could do it with the interior. I could go around each of these houses and fill them up on the inside, but for this video it's only going to be the exterior, and that is because I was planning to do the interior in my own free time, but I honestly don't mind. I could record it and I could do a voiceover for it because you know how much I love voiceovers, and yeah, that is that. But the first one was supposed to look like the house that was the original version. So the witch house that we did in a speed build, the individual speed build, it was really inspired by that. I was thinking about making them all like this, and then I thought no, because that's just going to be really boring. And then I thought, well, hang on, I've just built it now, so now what do I do? And I thought to myself, well, what if I had that as a second boarding school? So it's going to be a boarding place for witches that are going to board there, but the really advanced witches, like the ones that are showing the most power in the training school, are going to be in the other one. That's where they're going to board, and the ones that have shown some signs but it's just not as powerful as the others are going to live in here, and the witch that's going to look after them is going to be one of the witches that I'll be making in a Create a Sim. And the idea is that each year the witches take it in turns to look after that school. So the boarding house, the original boarding house, it's always been the old witch and her daughter who have lived there. But for this specific house that we're building now, it's up to the other witches to look after it. And this is where all the meetings happen. There's going to be a massive table here where they're all going to meet on, I think, maybe like a Tuesday or a Thursday for witch tradition. And they're going to go and have like a council meeting. And I'm going to have a whole sort of idea about tradition, and things are just done because they're just done in this witch town. And there's no real explanation to stuff, but it's just done, and that's just the way it is, and you can't change it. So that is what I'm thinking. I've got loads and loads of ideas, and I am honestly, I'm so excited for it. But it doesn't look too nice in the daytime, and it was actually during the night time that I went back and I put lights around this building. So I don't know if you'll see it in this speed build, but I did. And the whole area was absolutely packed with lights. And if you've seen the pictures on Twitter, or at least the picture, I want to share more pictures on Twitter, but I don't know if I have yet, so it depends. But if you have, then you'll know what the neighbourhood looks like roughly. This was the next speed build, so this is going to be the ancient witch's house. She is a very dark ancient witch, and she is going to live here. And sometimes she looks after the training school, sometimes she doesn't. And she is a very interesting person because she is extremely all by the book, which means that she really does stick to these witch meetings, and she's the one that organises the whole thing. She really keeps the group together, and she can be extremely frightening. In fact, when I made her, I had to take a step back because I was like, this is too creepy. So she's going to live in a dark house. It's just completely black from the outside, and this was the one that I couldn't really show you on the picture, but it's got to be one of my favourite houses, and I just think it goes really nicely. And after this, I thought, how cute would it be if all the rest looked like this in this sort of style? So I was really excited about making houses which might be a little bit smaller, but still in a very witchy style. So this is how they're going to look, and it looks so nice at night time. So hopefully you'll see it at night, because nighttime has got to be my favourite time when I see these houses. But anyway, I was putting in the windows. I was also thinking about her personality at this point and trying to imagine some of these witch tradition rules. And if you have any ideas for witch tradition that I could put into the Let's Play, then please let me know, because I honestly want to take as many ideas as I can for it. I am on the app Sims Amino, and I have got a little conversation started, which I'm trying to discuss the topic about the Let's Play and stuff. And yeah, I mean, it's not really working out, but I'm trying my best. I can only try. And yeah, I mean, come and join me on there if you want to have a chat, and or just say hi, and I'm on there. So that's that. But anyway, this was the next house. This is a Swamp Witch's house. I have no idea how I thought of the Swamp Witch as a name. It's incredibly, incredibly random, I know, to put in a Swamp Witch. I mean, what on earth was I thinking? But that idea came from the fact that I found a really nice green mossy wallpaper. I actually went back to that house, so I don't even know if you'll see it by the end, so apologies if I left that out. I really, really hope I didn't, because by the end, you'll see some screenshots of it anyway, I'm sure, but it had like these really nice windows on. It looked very similar to the Ancient Witch's house, but it was in like a greeny, mossy colour, so that was pretty good. This house here is going to be the Good Witch's house. So the Good Witch is a really, really sweet person. She's very sympathetic, but she's got her own problems in life. She has got some troubles. And she is going to give up her house for the year because this is where the wizards are going to live. And the wizards are going to be, of course, a group of training wizards. And they don't live in two separate boarding houses because there aren't as many as the other witches. So they haven't separated them into groups of who's the best, who's not so good. They all live together. And also wizards are stronger for some reason. I have no idea, but they're stronger together. Their powers work stronger when they're all kept together. So that is the plan for it. So they're all going to live in the Good Witch's house, and it's right next to, of course, the original witch's house that I made, which is one of the training schools. It's actually the old witch's house. I'm going to refer to the original house as the old witch's house, just not to complicate it anymore. But I was playing around with the wallpapers, and I have to say that this is a really cool build by the end. I love it, and I've been looking forward to decorating her house. I'd imagine it would be very white inside and just very good and peaceful, so hopefully you will see that, but I am looking forward to it. I'm really excited, and I think that the roofing just looks really cool. It looks quite modern as well. It's really odd how it turns out, but I love it. I think that this house is just a really cool feature, and to see the wizards, to see how they'll look in this home and how they'll live here in their rooms, I'm really looking forward to that. So that should be pretty good. If you, of course, want to make a wizard for the series, it has to be a teen, and if you use the hashtag HATSYWIZARDS, that's with an S, so instead of a T in the middle, hang on, HATSYWIZARDS, I'll write it down in the comments below so you'll see anyway. But if you do that, then yeah, absolutely, and I'll check through the wizards, I'll pick some of them. But of course, I'll make some of my own as well, but I will love to see what you come up with, and I'll try and pick as many as I can. This was when I was putting in some of the lights and just making sure that I left that part in. Sorry I didn't do it with the others, but it's quite nice sometimes to see the behind the scenes bits, and I sometimes don't leave the light bits in, and they are sometimes pretty important. With this house, I did something very, very special, and I wanted to show you it because even though it's not the nicest thing to see on a speed build, like it's not horrid, but it's just not something that you would think, wow, that's so cool. I wouldn't personally, but maybe others will. But it's how I made the chimney smoke. I made the smoke with the houses, and that was important to me because what I did was I actually added a basement underneath the house, and I put in chimneys underneath, and it doesn't look very pretty under here. That's what I was concerned about. I was like, it looks really ugly. But the thing is, this is going to look really, really good because I've actually done it on all of them. So when all the families are inside the houses and all the chimneys are lit at night time, all the houses are going to smoke up from the front, and it's going to look really, really effective. Now, of course, to do that, it just means that I've got to get one of my Sims to go round to the house, and I would have to light each individual fire. Now, this was when I was doing the communal builds, because in Willow Creek there is a communal street, and I wanted to make sure that it looked really spooky. Of course, you will get a brief look as to how I did this. I picked some random lots of the Sims 4 gallery, which I really like the look of, and I hope you'll be able to catch the names of the people. The people that have created these lots, I will be leaving them all in the description below. Unfortunately, the links won't work, but I will leave the usernames and, well, the origin IDs so you can go and get the creations of the Sims 4 gallery if you want to use them yourself. They are very spooky, so things ranging from libraries to bookshops to nightclubs, things like that I added, and I thought that looked really good. I did add a park, and I love the Spooky Stuff Pack park, but unfortunately I can't remember who created the park, but I will try to find them, even if it takes me like half an hour. I'll do my best to try and find the origin of that park because it's absolutely incredible. and I was just adding the last plot to it. So it's really going to be helpful to get the Sims out, to get them doing certain things in the neighborhood and making sure that they can really take part in communal things and meet people outside the houses, because I really wanted it to have that creepy vibe, and I think at nighttime it's going to look really, really good. I was really stuck on the last one because there was so many to choose from, but I ended up going for something which blended in with the others. It was a little bit different because it had some unusual tiling which I really liked. But that is the end of the setup. So I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all for the Let's Play. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.